What is up, my Ark survivors? This is Alcarin.
And this is Lucy.
Bringing another episode of
Ark Survival Scorched Earth.
And who else are we missing there?
That would be me, Bob.
Bob the Butcher.
You guys have seen him on many episodes with us.
Yes, we're going to be doing a base tour of Bob's base. I'm super excited about it. Also, we're going to do a quick status update, kind of show you around a little bit our base, all the progress we've been making.
And real quick, I just want to make a comment that if you've seen any of the videos that Bob has ever been in and the bases he's built, if you get your expectations high, trust me, they will not be disappointed.
Definitely. So, Lucy, do you want to kind of explain what we've done here a little bit before we work our way over to Bob's base?
Of course. Let's show him the most important thing. The new bird that's all colorful and beautiful over here, which is mine.
Oh, Lucy's bird is a 108 male, and she colored it, had the admin color it, right?
Yes, I did.
And I think she picked the best color scheme. What did she pick there, guys?
It's a purple and a blue, and it's gorgeous. And it's a total flamer. Whatever. We don't care. We don't judge here.
We got Carrie Blitch. Carrie Blitch has 30,000 carry, 200 move speed, and 17k health. It's great for moving up all those metal runs. Breeding only is our 116 male. It's the highest level male we've got, Argentavis wise. Devil Bird is Gavin's bird there. And he uses that quite often, and I still have Alpha, the pure white one. And we also got a 144 Poison Drake, which is pretty awesome, fully raised.
And died by the admin yet again.
Oh, yeah, one thing that's, I don't know if this is intentional or not, but you can actually hit yourself with your own poison bolts. And at this level, with a max dragon with that much melee, it just one-shots you no matter what. So it's pretty terrible. Alright, so let's just fly up. I'll take the Drake. Let's see. The progress so far. The Adobe is completely covered in vaults at this point, and eventually we're going to be sealing the top and then either bringing it down and doing the sealing under the water tanks, or we're just going to cover it up and rebuild it over again. I'm not really sure. Also, we built a second windmill tower, and we've gridded it out. And it's on the same circuit, so it's really nice. So this tower only gets 40% wind, and the other one gets 100%, but we get 100% power because they're all on the same grid.
And you wonder, how does it get wind? Yes, my sole job is to fart on the windmills all day long. It's
all day
exhausting.
long. Yep. And these four little towers here that aren't built out of metal, those are just temporary. The ones out of adobe and stone. Eventually, those are going to be demoed, and then it's going to be sealed on the top, and those are going to be somewhere on the top. So, are we ready to work our way over?
We would, but Lucy decided to take a little computer nap.
A little computer nap. All right, so we're going to be waiting on Lucy. Gavin's flying around in this. He's another new tribe mate.
Yes, the Senor Gavin.
I don't know if he knows that he's being filmed right now, guys.
I don't think he does.
Let's see here. Let's put his bird back. Alright, alright.
I'm coming, I
Is
swear.
Lucy almost ready? Because you knew we were recording, right?
Of course, of course, of course. You can show off the beautiful tapejara and how it looks like a butterfly.
It looks like a butterfly.
Trying to be mated.
Oh,
mounted.
there she is. She joined back in. So she decided to DC
slacker.
for fun, I guess. I don't really understand why.
It's what all the other cool Ark players are doing.
I guess I'll
DC.
explain how this was done. The ceiling's pretty obvious with the vaults. You just place them down, but the sides is a little tough. You put your first layer of vaults down like you would do with any vault, and then above that you put thatch or any material ceilings you want to put, but thatch is the cheapest. You put thatch roofs up, and then you build your vaults on top of those thatch roofs, and then you demo the roofs, and then the vaults fall down into place. It's a little tricky to accomplish. Well, actually, it's a lot of tricky, to be honest there, Lucy. But however, it's definitely worth it if you can get it. A couple things: don't get trapped under the vault. It's happened to me a few times, and it doesn't kill you, but it just traps you forever until you die. So you end up having to suicide out or starve to death. Looks like Lucy's back in it. She on her purple and blue.
It's a good thing that we have that suicide pill mod.
Yes, that's the main use for it. It's the only way out sometimes,
Oh yeah.
So I don't have my GPS, but what the chords on your base are? I think it's like 2050. Is that it?
I thought you just fly till you ran into something random.
Hey, Bob, is it 2050? Your base?
3553-ish.
Okay. Pulling up the map right about meow. 3553-ish.
Basically in the northern part of the canyons.
And we are allied, so
Wow.
we shouldn't get shot up by your turrets. Hopefully.
Hey, you'll be fine.
You fly so fast, and my bird has tons of speed.
Well, I did pick up 100, and for me that's a big deal. I picked up 100 plus lightning and 100 plus fire, and that was good enough for me. I just haven't spent the time to hatch those yet. Also, it's easier to get milk just by killing alphas, I think, right?
Well,
Especially
when it
since
works.
it stacks with the mod, so it stacks to 5, and you can keep. So that'll keep you. The 2 alphas I killed, I still haven't run out of milk for the baby yet.
Gotcha.
It's so bad when you have ADD and ARC because then you see drops and you're just
Oh.
like, I want the
Who
drops.
was that? Was
That's
that you?
me.
Okay.
Oh, I almost came and killed you. What would
Well,
you
okay,
do,
so what
son?
kind of drake is that? They're
That's Fire Drake.
fire drake? Okay.
And have you discovered if you can mate drakes together or wyvern?
So on their little heads-up display, it says enable wandering to mate, but if you do that, nothing happens. So I think maybe it's just not implemented yet.
Maybe they're sterile, or maybe they burned or poisoned off each other's penises. These are
Maybe.
just ideas.
All right, so why did you choose this base location? I'm going to pull up the map one more time so the viewers out there can see. What, Bob,
Where to
what-
raid?
What made you choose this?
Well, I like it because there's only one way to approach it from land, and it's surrounded on all sides by a very steep drop. So it's a good defensible position,
Okay.
and it's centrally located here. Now, one little quirk thing is, you know, all of the drops.
Yeah.
Red drops only drop in the central canyon area.
Okay.
So this is the best place to get red drops. You can just fly north and south down the map, and it's easily accessible. Like there's a red drop right over there.
Now, did you make this sign yourself, the fire and blood?
I did.
Was this hand drawn?
Yep.
I
In
think you did
Photoshop?
this for the House of Targaryen one too.
Oh.
Yeah, I did that with the last base tour episode. Everyone saw that. Now this is not my final. Oh, great, Sandstorm.
This just gets to show the viewers our
All
kill
right.
specs.
So let's get into Sandstorm. This takes what, about 5 minutes? Let's go ahead and cut camera, and we will see you guys when the Sandstorm's over. How does that sound?
All right.
All right. See you guys on the flip side. And we're back.
Yes!
And Sandstorm is over. So Bob, what do you want to show us first in this awesome base that you built? Oh, you and Shadow, right? Shadow helped a lot.
He did it all,
Bob?
right?
He did all this.
Oh yeah, he totally did everything.
Everything?
No.
You're such a slacker, man. You should have helped him out.
This is Shadow's contribution. He built the blast furnace and he bought the industrial grinder from you.
Yeah. No, I think he stole the blast furnace and bought the grinder.
Yeah.
So I realized your House of Targaryen, it actually makes sense that you have some wyverns now. You have your
Yep.
level dragons.
House Targaryen now with 100% more wyvern.
Do you want us to show us your wyvern before we go into the base a little bit more, or?
Yeah, sure. We can go around the outside and look at them.
Okay. And Lucy, why are you topless?
You said we were going to be on Skinamax, right?
Skinamax.
Oh wait, is this?
Oh
just-
my god.
Oh, I thought we were going to be on a special show, but I guess it's just base tour. Maybe I should put it back on.
Well, I guess Bob the Butcher's joining in. All he's got is his. He's got the whole like village people thing going on.
Okay, very
Exactly.
nice. Alcarin,
All
you're
right,
very
well-
overdressed.
I am a little bit overdressed. But anyhow, so tell us about Baptism of Fire.
Alright, so this was a base level 120 wyvern.
Not bad at all.
She ended up with 50,000 HP, 29,048 melee, and 5,500 stamina. and 150% move speed.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. And what affinity did you get on her? Did you get the 100% or?
I was not able to get to 100% because I just didn't have the time. I had to go to work before she was finished fully with the affinity. So she matured. All the dragons matured before I was able to get to 100%. I should be able to get to 100% with this one because I don't have to work tomorrow.
And this is 100% its natural color, huh?
Yeah, it's not admin skinned or whatever.
Actually, that is admin skin.
Okay, because I was going to say, it is gorgeous.
That is amazing.
Yeah, but it is I have seen wyverns with this color pattern before.
So it's doable. It's not undoable.
Yes, you could have wyverns show up with this color. I did it mostly because the other wyvern, it was the exact same color as the other one.
And then how about Thunderhead and Stormlord? Are those admin skinned?
No, they're not. They're vanilla.
Oh, nice.
So Stormlord was a 120 electric wyvern, and he's not level capped yet. And none of my other dragons are level capped. Thunderhead was a 116.
And what is your magic trick to be able to go and find such good eggs? Because you find the best on the server all the time.
So what I do is I have a little turret base out in the desert. I had 2 of them. And what I do is I go to a turret base, turn the turrets on, because I wouldn't have them on all the time, set them to attack wild dinos, and then I go in, I'll aggro some of the wyverns out of the way.
No, keep talking. It's very interesting.
So yeah, I go into the desert, and so I'd lure some of the wyverns away into the turrets, so that they'd be out of the way when so they don't attack me when I go into the nest and grab the egg, and then I'd grab the egg, and any of the wyverns that I would aggro, I'd run over the turret base, and they'd all get killed.
Do you still get to get the loots when they get turreted down? The bodies still fall and.
Yeah, the bodies still fall, and you can get all the loot.
Oh, that's cool. That's a good idea. And honestly, with ammunition not being that expensive to make on this server, it's actually a good idea, I think.
Mm-hmm. And it clears out all the crappy low-level wyverns too. You do get a lot of really bad eggs, though.
Oh yeah.
I end up eating all the ones that are really low, but you have to take them to force a respawn.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, I'm excited to see all the rest.
All right, let's see the rest of the base. And Shadow still lives here, right?
Yes, Shadow is currently still in residence.
Wonderful.
He hasn't been evicted or anything, I hope.
What's the story behind Shadow? I know he's we have a video of him being made a prisoner by another tribe after he annoyed them. And I guess you have a little bit of something to tell us too.
So he's a bit of an airhead, I would say. So what he did was I did get 5 very high level wyverns, one of which was a level 132 poison egg, and Shadow had been a long time wanting a poison wyvern, and he just wanted a high level over 100 poison wyvern. So I finally got that, and it was a really good poison wyvern egg. So we hatched it along with the other 4 dragons here. I hatched them all at the same time by myself. I stayed up. I took like 3-hour naps in the middle of the night, and I woke up every 3 hours to feed them and do the affinity thing with them. And then so they finally matured, and I gave him the 132 poison wyvern. Then he goes and gets it killed by trying to take on an alpha wyvern.
Was it even level capped before he picked that fight?
No, he was like level 180 or something.
And I don't even think he was at full life before he did it, unfortunately.
Highly unlikely.
Oh, man. Oh, also, were you able to do it all with the milk that we got for you, or did you have to go get more milk?
I had to go get 1 more set of milk.
And did you just solo an alpha? Is that how you did it? Or did you have to did you actually knock one out with a trap or something? Or how did you do it?
Oh, no, I had to go knock out a couple females with a trap I made.
Oh, okay.
So, Bob, would you say you're a pro female trap builder?
At this point, I would say yes.
I think he's a pro at just milking creatures in general, male or female.
When you're by yourself, you take whatever comes your way.
Yeah.
Okay, what room is this?
We still have a ton of milk in here.
Yeah, I killed 2 alphas this morning, and that's the milk that's still left over.
Gotcha. All right, so let's check out the rest of the base.
Yeah, so over here, this is the main crafting area. We've got, this is the mega forge that I used before we had the smelter over there. And we got main power.
Oh, this still has a great use, just so you know.
Yeah, for making gas.
Well, that, and it also it burns thatch into charcoal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I did not. Oh,
And
I did not know that.
And it costs nothing to do. You just throw the thatch in, light it up, let it burn forever.
Oh, that is an excellent tip. I did not know that.
And especially with your power leveling trick.
With the power leveling trick that we have, I don't know, did we tell you about that at all?
It's up our sleeve.
No.
And in our pants.
Do we want to mention that in this episode, or do we want to mention it in
We
another?
might as well just go all out.
Okay,
body.
so we figured out that, and it takes 2 people to do. I mean, if you're going to solo power level, it works great for your character. But if you want to power level a dino, all you got to do is have 2 people and get a bunch of wood, which isn't that hard. Go get it with a thorny dragon. Build an industrial grinder, put some gas in it, grind it into thatch. Have one person hit a lysto and just sit on the dinosaur while the other person actually grinds the thatch. And you can power level a dinosaur in under an hour.
And then,
to level cap.
And then you can make it into charcoal.
Yeah.
However, you can still passively level the dinos. It's just not as fast if you're a solo person.
Yeah, but so then you take, and also it produces thatch 5 to 1. So every 1 wood is 5 thatch. So you end up with an insane amount of thatch. And then I just burn it in this thing into charcoal. It takes a long time, but it doesn't cost anything.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so
And
that's cool.
Have you heard about the best way to get stoned? And not stoned, but stoned for the game.
I'm sure he's got some ideas, right?
Oh yeah, well, the mantis is pretty good, but I got a rock golem, so that's an excellent way as well.
Hitting bone
Hit the bones
with
on the
a
ground.
Deodicarus. You get anywhere from 1 to 15k. However,
Well, it
or
depends on how good
1500,
your
sorry.
Deo is, yeah.
And that's depending also on your server. You know, it does vary a bit. But for us, we get anywhere from 1000 to 1500.
Oh really? All the dragon bones, or dinosaur bones that are part of the landscape?
Yeah, the rib
Most of
cages
them,
don't
not all.
work, and the jaw bones and the skulls don't work, but all the other, and the little vertebrae, they all work, and you get so much.
And they act like a metal node when you hit them, which is really
Interesting.
cool. And I've heard if you hit them with a pick or something, you get other stuff like salt, and I haven't messed with that too much, but
Interesting.
so it's worth a shot.
And what is
So-
this super dangerous room with the turret at my face?
Okay, well, so this was actually the original building that I built here. This was just the first little square structure that we built in this location. So you can see the turret, you can see its name, right?
What's it called? Bane of Squeakers? What is this? What happened here?
So Shadow is, everyone else calls Shadow Squeakers because he's got a real squeaky voice.
I think he was in a Titan Shield episode once. It's called Squeaker's Gonna Squeak. You should look it up on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll look it up for sure.
All
So,
right. Yeah, go ahead.
after I kicked Shadow from the tribe, but his body was still in the base, so I locked him up in a cage over here,
Okay.
and there he is.
Oh, poor Shadow. Or maybe not so poor. What did he do to deserve this?
He killed that 132 alpha, or 132 poison wyvern I gave him, and spent all night raising.
Okay.
And then you said something about the test that he felt.
Oh, and then so immediately after that, he got a 120 lightning egg and said, "Hey, here, have this 120 lightning egg. Will you give me a thunderhead?" And I didn't. I was thinking about it before and this was right before he killed the poison wyvern. And then so this morning I hatched the 120 egg, and then I also hatched a little level 8 poison wyvern. And this is the tests. So I tell him, "Hey, if you can keep this poison wyvern alive, maybe we'll get you another one." That was what I was gonna do.
So the challenge is on. He knows how to feed them, right? He's educated.
I'm I'm sure he knows how to do it.
Yeah.
And then, instead of taking the mature out and being like, okay, I'll try to keep this. So it's like the little kid with the goldfish. If you can keep the goldfish alive, we'll get you a puppy.
Okay.
He pulls out a sword and kills it.
Oh, intentionally or on accident? Yeah, he pulled out the sword.
Oh, well. He had to hit it like 10 times to kill it.
Oh man.
Then he logged off to play another game.
Then he logged
over, logged off, and started playing Warframe.
Oh my gosh, that is disrespectful. I'm gonna punch him just because of that.
And you have torture tools here. Alcarin, did you check out his torture box?
Yeah, I definitely want to do that. Okay, let's check that out. So, okay, what? You got a whip in here, you got some electric prods.
Where do you use these electric prods at?
Are those vibrating prods? And handcuffs. Uh-oh.
Don't kill him yet.
I'm not gonna kill him.
Don't kill him.
A little...
Oh!
What are you doing
She's
to me?
electrocuted. Oh!
Wow, I'm in like ready position now.
I know, look at that.
What is up there?
Well, that's what the prods do, they get you ready.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh.
I have so much Stormberg. I'm never gonna get out of here.
Did you actually make those electric prods, or did you find those off of Mantis?
Yeah, they're all from Mantis. Oh, wrong body.
Oh, also, you can grind those up to get some pretty good materials in the grinder.
Oh yeah, that is pretty awesome.
Like electronics and polymer.
Yeah, I've been doing that with most of the That's what I've been doing with all the oil pumps and windmills you get out of drops.
Yeah.
So is
I would
Lucy
love
gonna
to
wake
see
up,
like
or...
the rest of the base, but I'm busy sleeping on my roofie over here.
I don't know if you can even wake up in this situation.
Whoa, what are you doing to me?
This is an interesting position. I didn't think this was even possible.
I think Bob's having way too much fun. With lady traps.
Oh, you're up.
Yes!
There you go.
Let me free! I'll behave!
Are those prods effective on dinos at all?
Yeah, they are. Though some higher level dinos might require more than one prod.
Which I wish they would fix that you could have more
They need to have more than one durability.
Yeah.
So anyway, so the plan is, so Shadow apparently logged on earlier, and all he said in chat was, "I'm screwed." This is when I wasn't on at that time. And at that time he was handcuffed and this cage was closed. So next time he's gonna log on, he'll be logging on. He's like, "Oh, the door's open. I'm gonna walk out here."
I love it.
And the turret's called Bane of Squeakers. So when the death message will say, "You were killed by Bane of Squeakers."
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be great.
That is epic. Oh man, that is amazing. I love it.
All right.
Okay, well this was awesome and amazing, and I think we learned lots this episode. And if you have any questions, please let us know. Ooh, and Alcarin, check out on the front of the base. Oh, all his windmills. Did you already look at that?
Yeah, we haven't looked at the outside of his base yet.
Yeah.
For the most part.
So this is still very much a work in progress, and it's not going to be the final base. I have another location that I'm going to be building a base at. That'll look a lot cooler. But so all along the edge, I'm going to build this little 1x1 high wall around it with turrets on it.
Okay.
And then here I've got a bunch of windmills hooked up in tandem. This is because one thing I read said that each windmill, it's not 65% of the time an area has enough wind to power. It said that each windmill has the percentage chance on the wind of generating power. So I thought, hey, if I hook a bunch of windmills up, they'll always generate power. But apparently that's not how it works. It's just 65% of the time an area has enough wind to generate power.
Oh.
But, I mean, truthfully, this should work. You should be able to put like 7 windmills up together and be able to have power all the time.
You can rent me to fart on him if you like.
Yeah, I think you should have at least higher chance of them working by having more. You know, higher chance of catching wind.
At the very least, it looks real cool.
Yes, it does.
So what's in this pillbox here?
Absolutely nothing.
Is that just a hot box that you can't stay in for very long?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a...
Woo, I'm overheating.
Yeah, it's hot in here.
It is hot.
Now, for all the viewers out there that haven't played Scorched Earth or that don't know, building out of metal is very dangerous. You can't live in it, unfortunately.
Building out of anything other than Adobe.
Yeah,
pretty
that-
much.
However,
For PvP,
we have figured out a workaround. You can build your base out of adobe, then line it with metal on the outside. You get the protection of metal and the insulation of adobe.
the best
Yep.
of both worlds.
Oh, yep, definitely.
So everybody, please let us know if you like it by giving us a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And everybody, thank Bob the Butcher for being awesome and showing us another one of his amazing bases. Stay tuned
Oh,
for
and
the next
stay
video.
tuned because I'll be building that other better base. So maybe we'll have a second base tour episode once that's done.
We
I'm
love
definitely
it.
looking forward to that. All right. Peace out.
See ya.